Hello, hello. If you are listening to this video, it means you have made it to English class and you found your classwork and you realize that we do not have normal class today. So this video will walk you through our lesson and give you some pointers. And anything that is confusing, we will go over next time we have class. I am not going to be online today because I am going to get married tomorrow, so I am in the process of getting ready for that. So I hope you guys have a great time reading through Roll of Thunder today. I'll walk you through it now. Make sure you have your classwork open, which is 10/16, module 2.10. And please make sure you have your Roll of Thunder Knowledge Organizer. If you also are using the PDF, please open that up as well. I believe there is a new one for today, and make sure you have your book if you have it. So today we're starting a little differently. We're actually starting with independent reading. You'll notice that we actually have a lot of pages we're going to read today, but we're not doing a close read on all of those. So today we're actually starting kind of like you used to back in the day when you went to school with independent reading. And so we're just going to read pages 69 to 72 independently. This is the beginning of chapter 4. Through the lines, sitting listlessly around the fire, absently listening to TJ on page 72. You are not really looking for anything in particular here. You're just trying to make sure that you comprehend what's going on. And I did leave these comments on the side in case you would like to listen to the audio as you read. So you'll see on my screen now, we have the YouTube video. It is chapter 4, part 1. And in order to change the lightning speed that she reads at, you click settings and then playback speed. And when I've been slowing it down, I've been clicking 0.75. And that should slow it down for you if you choose to use the YouTube video. So please pause and take about 10 minutes to read pages 69 through 72, then come back to this video. Okay, if you are back, that means you have read pages 69 through 72 and you're ready for your do now. If you'll scroll down, there are a few questions that you're going to answer, and if you don't have an answer to those, you can make sure you're going back to those pages to reread. There's question 1 and 2 that have a little bit of a close read for you. Pause now and take about 5 to 10 minutes to complete your do now. Okay, if you are back at the video, that means you're done your do now and you're ready to go into your read aloud and close read number 1. Obviously, we are not together to read aloud, so if you'd like to watch the video to play along as you read, you have the same link and some time chunks for you to look for. So this section is page 72 through 77. This is the biggest chunk we are going to read today. You'll also see it plays from 3:03 to 8 minutes and 40 seconds. It starts at the line on page 72. See, fellows, there's a system. And it ends at the section break on page 77. So a section break is where there is like a pretty significant chunk between paragraphs. You'll notice it is at the top of page 77. And as you're reading these pages, you're going to focus on how each character reacts to the racial violence they're discussing. Pause the video as you take maybe about 10 minutes to read these 5 pages. Now you should be ready for your close read questions. There are 3 of them for this chunk because this is the biggest part of the text we're going to read today, so a lot to really dig into. So you're going to pause, and I would say take about a good 10 minutes to answers question 1, 2, and 3. And when you're done, come back to this video. Your independent practice is relatively short. You are going to just be reading the rest of page 77 through page 78. You're going to start at the line, the Monday after his arrival, and end at the section break on page 78 that ends with what Stacy thought he could do. So it's almost at the very bottom of page 78. Once again, we have the same link, same YouTube video with different timestamps, and you're going to be playing it through 10 minutes and 28 seconds if you are using it. Remember to also read along with your book if you're using that option. And our focus again is how each character is reacting to racial violence. Pause the video for about 5 minutes while you read those 2 pages. You should now be ready to move on to your close read. And your close read has only 2 questions with some pieces of the text that you're going to look a little closer at. Please pause, and I would say about 5 to 8 minutes to answer these 2 questions. Lastly, you are ready for your mastery check. It is module 2.10 in Edulastic. And you are essentially looking at 3 different characters and comparing how they react to violence and how their differing amounts of naivete, which is just amount of how naive they are, how that impacts their view of the racial violence that's just happened. Once you complete your mastery check in Edulastic and you have fully completed your entire classwork document, you can go ahead and click Turn In, and you are done for the week. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see how this went for you when I return.